We've been asking you to nominate people who you think have been going the extra mile, doing the extra bit, doing their finest to help us all out in this period of time. And to be honest, there's so many people out there doing so much that so many Londoners deserve our praise. But today we're singing the praises of Abby Sutcliffe, who's on the line now. Hello, Abby.
Hey, hi Robert, how you doing?
Very well indeed. So first of all, tell us what it is you do, because I know it's about education, but what do you do?
I'm a forest school leader. Right. Well, up until lockdown, I was offering forest school to children in our local urban wild spaces in Camden and Islington.
So what's forest school?
Forest school. Typical forest school session offers children opportunities for risk-taking and structured tasks such as whittling with knives, building debris shelters, climbing trees, making woodland crafts.
I want to do all of those.
Yes, you do. In fact, we need to run an adult forest school session. Robert, we concentrate a lot on self-directed play, leaving children to decide what to do and when, which is really important, as their time's usually so scheduled at the moment. And we concentrate a lot on reflection and talking about our experiences as well.
So that's what you normally do. And do you normally do that by going into schools?
I work in schools and after-school clubs and local community centres, working with children from housing estates, community groups, that sort of thing.
Right. So that's what you would do normally, but obviously in these strange and difficult times, you can't do that.
No, so what I've been doing is I've been putting together nature craft packages for local community groups and schools. So I've been sending out these packets to our most vulnerable families, distributing them through community groups, such as the NW5 Play Hut and Peckfloor Estate, Lumpy Hill Playground in Islington, Camden Square After School Club, and even our local primary schools take them out with free school meal vouchers and care parcels.
Right.
Amazingly, some children haven't even left the house for the whole 6 weeks, even for exercise.
Really?
These are families that don't have access to an outside space or a garden or balcony or anything. So what I'm hoping is that next packs will bring a little bit of the outdoors indoors to them.
Have you been getting kind of feedback from this? Have you been getting responses back?
Yeah, we've had amazing feedback from parents. I think it's a bit of a lifeline, and we actually hand-delivered the packages, so it's a little bit of touching in with people as well. You know, going to the door and seeing that they're all right, having a little conversation, a small interaction at the doorstep. For some families, that's been a real outreach, I think.
How many kids do you think have been are involved in all of this? How many young people have you been bringing the outside to?
So we have tried to reach 150 local families.
Wow.
We're doing that over the next 6 weeks, giving them a little package each week. 150, which is an amazing outcome. Our main concern is like the ongoing effects of being cooped up indoors after the lockdown.
I was going to say,
all of our minds are turning towards coming out of lockdown. So I'm wondering what the next phase is, especially for forest school.
That's what I wanted to ask about. Do you think that young people in particular will have been traumatized by all of this? You know, we've been telling them out there it's dangerous, don't go out, it's this diseases. Will they forget that? Will they get over that quickly, do you think, or is that going to take a very long time?
I don't think anyone really knows. I mean, I've worked previously with children that haven't visited outside spaces before, even though they live in walking distance of them. I've worked with 4 and 5-year-olds that fall over as soon as they leave the paved path and step onto grass. It's so uneven and bumpy.
To be honest, I'm one of them. I'm a city kid. I'm not all that good in the country myself.
Yeah, totally. So what I'm trying to get people to really, really focus back on the positive mental health that can come from being in our outside spaces and having a connection with nature, so that, you know, we can try and work on this stress that already was sort of unravelling with our primary school children. You know, they've got more stress than ever before. Their time's more scheduled. Their attention was distracted by overloads of information. So, you know, undoubtedly, there's a close connection to exposure to nature and positive mental health. So I just think that that's really something that we can help the children when they do come out of lockdown with.
Abby, where can people find out more about Forest School?
There's loads of information about Forest School online now. It's getting much more popular, and I would suggest going onto Google. There's a wonderful book which I read called Last Child in the Woods by Richard Lewes. Focuses specifically on nature's deficit disorder and how to save our young people from it. It's a really good book. I find it really inspiring, so they can start there.
Abby Sutcliffe, thank you very, very much. Unsung no more. Do you know, that's twice this week we've discussed whittling. You don't imagine that, do you? I still don't understand with whittling. What do you whittle it to? What do you get at the end?